All right, this is for Sprint 8. First, I wanted to show that for inside Ramen, because I didn't have this set up before, inside the load resources, now I actually have a file for the user start screen. So basically, this is in the user folder, and they can set it to whatever they want the first scene to be. So right now it's for the alarm demo. And basically for the alarm demo, I spent a lot of time like trying to comment what I want in here. So I have a lot of comments. Basically, this is just a sphere that on alarm changes colors. And then this is the sphere object in here. And then I'm describing what everything's happening in here. So then if we run it, all it is that on the screen. And then if we go to the output, you can see that it changes to white, then orange, and then orange to white on a timer. And that's all that does. And then if we go here and we set this to test scene, this is the first scene that I have been using, and I'm going to convert this to be my inputable and collidable scene for demos. So that's what this one is here. So you see everything colliding, and then on the side you can go and you see that clicking the space spawns the bullet, and then each one changes different colors depending on what they collided with last. And then clicking T, this is still set up for what the actual game I'm working on is now for everything else. All right, there's that, and then we have, and yeah, so I still need to do documentation for my test scene because I don't have anything set up for it now. And then for documentation, for module stuff, the only module stuff I have set up right now is for components for the game object, which is all the apples. So I have the diagrams here, and the one that I have on Perforce doesn't have these because I have them on GitHub, and those made too many files. So they just don't have the diagram, but they'll still have all these functions. So these are basically, I have a lot of these set up. Then I have notes. Most of these notes specifically are for me to go back to and change things about it. And then I have test code in here to show how these work. And on specific parameters. And then for a lot of the member data and private stuff, I haven't touched those yet just because of they're not what the user's using right now. So I need to go back to them and make sure I have them for myself. But once again, yeah, all this stuff has code updated for it and all that jazz. And then only other thing is if we go into the, I believe it's the inputable. I have this all set up. And then I also have the numerator set up so they actually know what the press key and the press release is when they use it inside the inputable using the alarm rules. And once again, mark code.